Welcome back. It is Friday, April 21st in the NBA. My three favorite picks are on the way. Let's recap yesterday. Didn't bring a broom with me, but hopefully you did because it was a 3-0 day. We will take that. We will definitely do a massive day, and I won't complain about it. We had Cam Johnson go over 16.5 points. It was sweaty. He had 17 in the third quarter, never scored again. Sabonis was pretty sweat-free. He ended with under 19.5 points. Then the Durant, same game parlay. I thought that 28.5 line was sharp, so we did 25-plus points and 6-plus rebounds, and he came through it for us. And if you tailed my Underdog Fantasy parlay, it cashed out that too. So it was a great winning day. We will certainly take it. Now, I do appreciate all the love and support you guys have been showing recently, and I do have some good and some bad news. We'll start with the good news first. Our friends at Sleeper got you free squares for Nikola Jokic to score just 1 point. We'll talk about that sleeper entry at the end of this video, and hopefully we can smack another one of those. We hit our Underdog Fantasy entry, which if you sign up using our code COS1, you'll get that Julius Randle free square in a little bit later on this afternoon. But this free square for Jokic to just score 1 point, live all day long. So take advantage of that. Make sure you sign up using code COS or the top link in the description so you get that 100% deposit match. Take advantage of that. Now, here's the bad news, though, for the people out there. No NBA video until Monday, May 1st. As I talked about yesterday, it will be my honeymoon, and I'm getting married tomorrow. And while I would love to wake up at 5 a.m. all on my honeymoon, I think I'll take some time to rest and relax. I know we haven't had the greatest stretch, but we've been turning it around. Hopefully we can have another 3-0 sweep today. But for the people that are curious, I'll be on my honeymoon. You won't have any NBA videos from, starting after this video drops all the way until Monday, May 1st. I'll drop them another video. Then, obviously, we're still going to do some MLB picks. Logan's going to have Saturday and Sunday off because he's also at the wedding. He's my best man. But he will be back on Monday doing his MLB video. So make sure you show him some love. He's been actually really carrying our MLB picks. He's been really, really good this season. So show him some love. Give him all that tons and tons of support. But as for the NBA, we won't have another video until Monday, May 1st. So if you're looking for it, just wait. Take some time, enjoy some time with your family and friends. I don't know, whatever you want to do, or just don't lose too much of your bankroll like we had been doing the past couple of days. But either way, I have a gift for you guys, and hopefully it's another 3-0 sweep because we're going to start with actually the free square himself as my first play of the day. It's Mr. Nikola Jokic over 23.5 points. Now, you look at Jokic, I'd probably 24.5. We know how sharp these lines can be. I mean, we saw Durant at some books 27.5, 28.5 yesterday, ended on 28 on the dot. You saw a guy like Cam Johnson, 16.5. Some books, I think it's 17.5 at the end of the day. He ends on 17. So these lines are sharp. This is why I say 23.5. Obviously, if you want to get the best line you can, I'd probably play that up to about minus 130 or so, 24.5. I saw it plus 115 on DraftKings. That's fine too, but obviously I'm taking 23.5. Hopefully he scores 25 plus points. Hopefully he scores 30 points. Makes this a no sweat bet. Now let's talk about Jokic because 1-1 to this line. In game one, he obviously struggled with foul trouble, only 13 points. In game two, 27 points. So obviously we'd like a little bit more game two. Now in game two, we did see his teammate Jamal Murray go off for 40 points. And while I don't think that happens again, I think Jokic is going to still remain aggressive, especially being on the road where his role players probably aren't going to show up as well as they do at home. Now, we saw in game two, Jokic, 19 field goal attempts, more importantly, 9 free throw attempts. So he was really aggressive trying to score, didn't shoot the best from the field. We know Jokic is a guy that can go out there and shoot, 60, 70% from the field. Not like he's taking a lot of, deep contested three-pointers. That's not his game. He's going to take shots. He's practices shots he's comfortable making. And we saw in that game, you could go his points plus assists. I looked at that. I think the line was 23.5 points and then 32.5 points plus assists. So I don't want to bank on him to get at least 10 assists to make it worth your value, but you can take points plus assists if the line goes up. But we saw the Nuggets drop to a 7-man rotation in that game. We saw Jokic play 37 minutes. And when I'm looking at the spread in this one, we see the Nuggets only 2.5-point favorites. They're up 2-0, won for both games pretty handily. But I'm seeing 85% of bets on Nuggets minus 2.5. I don't think Nuggets money line or spread is free. So I think the Timberwolves are going to be competitive here. I mean, you got to think they're down 0-2. This is basically a must-win game. You can't afford to go down 0-3. So I think this is a competitive game. I think we see a lot of minutes from Jokic, assuming he can stay out of foul trouble. And look, I'll take my chances with Jokic to get us 24 points, well below what he averaged this season. And we saw Jokic score 24-plus points in 17 of his last 25 games. When he plays 35 or more minutes, he's probably going to play more than that if he can avoid foul trouble. But you also have to like the 19 field goal attempts. If we get 19 field goal attempts out of Jokic, I probably would put 2 units on this because that's how efficient he is. I mean, he's hit this over, scored 24-plus points in 22 of his last 25 games with just 15 or more field goal attempts. So I know Rudy Gobert, known for being a good defender, but you've seen Jokic dominate him over the last 19 matchups versus Gobert, including the playoffs. You've seen Jokic average 26.9 points per game, hit this over in 15 of 19. They're not going to double him. He's also a great free throw shooter. If he gets to the free throw line, missed a couple free throws in their last game, but I still think Jokic, the Cookie Monster, the Joker, is due a big night. We'll take his over 23.5 points. We'll obviously talk about him in the free square a little bit later on in this video, where we only need him to score 1 point, but we also are going to hope that he gets at least 24 or 25 tonight. Now, as for my second play of the day, I know a lot of people are going to hate this one, but I'm getting married, so leave me alone. And we're going to go with this guy, RJ Barrett, over 15.5 points, minus 103 on Barstool. Here come the comments. I'm not doing it. And look, don't bet on RJ Barrett if you're going to come back and chirp me if he scores like 12 points. But at least let me explain why I like RJ Barrett and why I think he's got a chance at hitting this line. And then you can use your own judgment. It's your money. If you don't want to lose money on RJ Barrett, that's fine with you. I'm willing to do it. And let's talk about why. Now, there's something you can't teach in basketball, and that's opportunity and time, because that's basically what Barrett has a lot of. I mean, he's playing 31 minutes, 32 minutes, and he's shooting a lot. So at the end of the day, all he has to do is be somewhat efficient. We're not asking for, the best game of his career. 16 points, I think, is too low for Mr. RJ Barrett. Now, I'm not going to come out here and say RJ Barrett, great basketball player, really, really good. Nah, he's not the best, but I think he can get us 16 points. Now, you talk about game one, Barrett, 31 minutes played, scored a big 7 points on 2 for 12 shooting. Not ideal. Game two, played 33 minutes, a little bit of uptick, scored 14 points on 4 of 13 shooting. Got to the free throw line a couple times, which is what he's capable of doing. He's going to go look for contact, but 2 straight games of shooting really bad from the field. The 2 for 12 is like in the 15%. Then he doubled that, went to 30%. So maybe we can get, a good shooting night from Barrett. But even if he doesn't shoot well, I mean, he's 1 for 8 from the 3-point line. The Cavaliers are basically begging RJ Barrett to knock down shots. And I think eventually he's going to knock down some. And this line is way too low. I think this was an overcorrection to 2 bad games. And I'm not saying RJ is going to come out here and drop 25 and just, absolutely cook the Cavs, but he's capable of doing that, and he's playing enough minutes, shooting the ball enough to get it done. And this is a Knicks team that desperately needs some other people to score. They can't beat this, Cavaliers, a very talented Cavs team, unless, they're relying on Brunson and Randall to go out there and drop 50-plus points and still need other guys from the supporting cast to step up. Barrett's going to play enough minutes. He shoots enough, and I think he's going to have a good game eventually. Law of averages, he's due at least a decent shooting night. If he even shoots close to 40% from the field, he probably hits the over in this pretty easily. On the season, he shot 43% from the field, and you also look at it, averaged 19.6 points per game. So big overcorrection to this 15.5 line that we're getting here. I'm comfortable that he's going to shoot 12 to 14 times. He plays a lot with the second unit, which is normally when he scores. And this is a 1-1 series. It's not like the Knicks are playing for their lives here. So Barrett should still see his minutes, and he's a pretty good defender. That's what they got him out there for. And look, over this line in 19 of his last 25 home games with 12 or more shot attempts. I think he shoots at least 12 times today. There's a chance that he shoots more than that. I watched a lot of his game too. He really missed a lot of easy shots that he sometimes is capable of hitting. I'm not saying he's going to knock them down 100% of the time. That's not RJ Barrett's game. He can be very streaky, but I'm counting on him to knock down some shots today. He gets open threes. He's going to attack the hoop in transition, get to the free throw line where he's a decent free throw shooter. And it's not like we're asking him to drop, his normal line at 19.5. No, we're not asking him to drop 20 points. We're asking him to drop 16, which I think he's capable of getting done. And I'm going to trust him. I think he's due a decent game here. I know a lot of people aren't going to like it, but hey, I think RJ Barrett has a chance, and I think he's got a good one. This line's too low. I think if the line were 17.5, no, I'm not taking it. That's where it was the first 2 games of the series, 17.5 and 18.5. I think that was an overcorrection, really dropping it down to 15.5. Hopefully we get a steal here. RJ Barrett over 15.5 points. Probably would not play that any higher, though. So take 15.5 and go run with it. Now, for my third and final play of the day, is going to be a wedding gift to you all, and it's going to be in the form of the bankroll builder, which you guys all seem to love. And we're going to talk about this one, and it's going to be a lot of words on the screen, but we'll break down each leg as we go through it. Now, let's talk about each of the legs, and the first one's going to be DeJounte Murray, and then I'll mention a couple added legs at the end that you can add if you really are feeling spicy. Now, DeJounte Murray, 15-plus points. I mean, at the end of the day, this guy's playing a lot of minutes and shooting the ball a lot. Now, I can't guarantee he hits his regular over in points, but I do think he gets at least 15 today. I mean, the field goal attempts are there, shooting 24, 25 times the last 2 games, and it's a must-win game for Atlanta. You can't afford to go down 0-3, so he's going to play 36, 38, 39 minutes, maybe 40. I think he's going to shoot enough must-win game. I think he at least gets you 15. Don't know if he hits his regular over 21.5, but I think it's a 15. Now, the second leg, you got Derek White, 10-plus points. Been very consistent, 24 and 26 points in this series so far. All we need is 10 today, and while I don't necessarily know if he hits his over 15.5 or 16.5 points he's a guy that's going to play a lot of minutes and take efficient shots. This is the guy, very honestly, very opposite of RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett takes a lot and sometimes some dumb shots, but Derek White is not going to take those dumb shots. He'll go and take his normal shots. That's why you see him shoot pretty efficiently. We're not asking him to shoot super efficiently today. 10 points. He's capable of getting to the free throw line too, shooting those shots. So they can get us at that. He's been playing 34 and 39 minutes, playing a lot of minutes. Now, the third guy that we're going to need to count on is a guy that we have been hurt by before, Trae Young. We need him for 20 plus points. So here's the line in the sand. Draw it. He scored 24 points last game. Going to play a lot of minutes. Going to shoot the ball a lot. I know he's hurt us before. This is like if he doesn't get it done here, well, we'll see him in October because we're not betting on him in game 4 if they make it, if they play that. No, I'm not doing it. So I think Trae gets 20 points. I don't really want to take us over 24 and a half points, but I think he gets 20. I think he plays enough minutes, gets to the free throw, and he does his thing. He can get 20 points and then 6 assists, just counting in the pass to his teammates. He's had 6 and 8 assists in the first 2 games. Ideal world, he passes to DeJounte Murray. He knocks down some shots, and DeJounte said, hey, take the ball, go knock down some shots. He's a capable, willing passer. We know he can get 6 assists. He averaged like 9 something on the year. So plus 100 on DraftKings for those 4 legs. The bankroll builder. Want to have one before I am off for about 10 days. But a couple extra legs you could add. DeAndre Hunter, 10 plus points. Didn't mind that. You got Derek White for 2 plus assists. Pretty decent. Jason Tatum, I always like to add him for 6 plus rebounds, but people on like DraftKings and Bet365 can't do 6 plus. So I think you get 7, but I didn't really want to do 7. And then you got Jaylen Brown. I think he gets a 20 points today. I know he didn't get it in game 2, but I think he bounces back and has a pretty good game. So we'll take that. I kind of like it. I think it's got a good chance. Plus 100 on DraftKings. Now, finally, people, the last thing that we're going to do before we get out of here, and I see you guys in about 10 days, is a sleeper entry. As I talked about, we got this Jokic free square. It's just 0.5 points. He's going to get that done. And the other 2 legs we'll talk about in one moment. Let's dive in. So obviously, a reminder, you can get that free square for Jokic to just score 1 point. But you can also, unless I need to remove the scrolling ticker at the bottom of the screen real quick. But look, you can get that free square, and you can also get the 100% deposit match using our code COS at the top of the description. Take advantage of that. Jason Tatum, lower than 4.5 assists. I know he had 6 in game 2. I think that was a little overcorrection. And a good thing about sleepers is that they give you the ability to kind of take some juice lines that might be juiced on other books. I got this at minus 170 on other books. I like that. And then RJ Barrett, more than 15.5 points. Hey, you get nearly 5 extra money, 4.71 to be exact. $20 turns into 94. $20 is the max you can bet on the free square. But hey, take advantage of it. A lot of you guys have used my sleeper code. I appreciate it. If you ever want to, there's other sportsbook sign-up bonuses down below in the description. Love you guys. Have a great week. I'll see you guys back on Monday, May 1st. As a reminder, I got to put this up on the screen because I know I'm going to get a ton of comments that I will not be back until Monday, May 1st. So let's have another 3-0 sweep. Let's bring out the brooms, sweep in the slate. Let's have a great start into next week. And then I'll see you guys back on Monday, May 1st. Give Logan all the tons of love and support starting on Monday. And I appreciate all the thanks and love that you guys have sent in the comments. And I'm not able to respond to all of them, but I appreciate you guys. I see all the comments and I can't do without you guys. So thank you guys all so much. I'll see you guys back in a little bit. See you guys back on Monday, May 1st. See you guys then. You guys have a great weekend and a great week. And I'll see you guys back again in the next one. Make sure you show Logan some love and support. He's going to have some fun. See you guys then. Peace out.